What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another Water Change Wednesday live stream. This is attempt number 2. Hopefully it works. The software was giving me a bug there. I think it's working now. Let's see. But anyway, we are on Instagram doing the pregame show. It normally starts about 15 minutes before. There we go. Now we're live. Normally starts about 15 minutes before we go live on YouTube. So if you're not following us on Instagram, make sure you go check that out. And now that I have the link going here, of course my heat pumps on, so now it's noisy in the background. Let's just, we are live. Okay, publish. What's up, Chris's Fish Room? We're gonna take some questions from Instagram while we wait for more people to pile in here on YouTube. What's up, Chris Aquatics? Any suggestions on a new inhabitant? A new inhabitant of what? Tama says, thanks for the plant pack. It is awesome as well. I'm glad that you like it. I think the plant pack was quite well. One plant in particular may be a little sensitive to shipping and all that, the Marble Queen sword that was in it. But that one normally bounces back. I've actually had it completely to the point where I removed all the, let's see, pretty much removed all the leaves from it. But yeah, sorry, I'm got tagged on something on Facebook. Okay. I want it. I get it tomorrow. Nice. So let's see. What's up, Chris Aquatics on YouTube? Ella, welcome. Vince, what's going on? We all want to know what you're simping on. Is it Mike's Hard Lemonade? Unfortunately, I don't want to act cooler than I am. It's just regular lemonade. Not a big drinker. Not into that. What's up, Famous Jones? How's it going? So, shoot. Sorry. People are tagging me and stuff. So, we're doing a huge giveaway on Instagram. If you're not familiar with what we're doing on Instagram, it's a giveaway for a Fluval Flex 15-gallon tank, which is actually the tank behind me over there on the desk, as well as a custom hardscape package. So either myself or somebody like Kevin Kelly will put together something for you with rocks and driftwood, or if you have a special thing in mind that you wanted, we'll accommodate that for the 15-gallon, as well as a $50 plant package. So if you didn't, if you haven't already entered into that, make sure you head on over to our Instagram, H2O Plants on Instagram, enter in to win. If we get 500 entries, I'm going to introduce a second place prize. If we get over 1,000, which I don't know if we'll hit, we probably won't hit, but if we do hit 1,000, I'll do an even bigger like prize as well. Okay, so on top of that, let's see. JREM says, what are my chances of winning that tank behind you? Well, if you go on Instagram, right now it's like 1 in 200, so that's a pretty good chance. Ella says, dang it, I can't get my Instagram to work. Well, you can enter up until Sunday night, not this Sunday, the next Sunday. So you have a whole week and a half to enter. So if you can't get your Instagram to work, either create a new one or figure it out. But yeah, you definitely want to do that. As well as if you head on over to our website, h2oplants.com, shameless plug, a couple things I wanted to go over. One, we introduced a wish list feature, which somebody asked to have on there. So I didn't really think that it was necessary, but I guess some people want it. And what you could do is essentially, I guess, you know, plan out your tank, figure out what plants you like, what plants you might be interested in the future. It's not, I don't believe it's going to notify you if something is out of stock and comes back in stock. We have that separate option for you to plug in your email on each product if there's a product out of stock. But the wish list allows you to basically build your stock list without having to, you know, fill up a cart, or if things are out of stock, you obviously couldn't add them to your cart. So it was just something somebody recommended. It was easy to add in. I mean, it costs me an extra like $10 a month on the website to have that plugin, but if it makes somebody's life easier, I'm all for it. As well as on the website, if you go there, we're calling it the Green Friday sale because we're plants, obviously. So it is, so starting today, 20% off all orders. It starts today, it lasts until the end of the month. And that's what Green Friday at checkout. You get 20% off your entire order. It does not include the scapes. The scapes I actually already took some money off of each one that's there. The pre-made scapes, the signature scapes by Kevin Kelly and Christian. So if you're not familiar with those, you can head on over the website and check those out. Pre-made scapes by professional aquascapers. Also, starting on essentially Black Friday or our Green Friday morning at 12:01 a.m. Eastern Time, the following codes will be working. There will be 5 total uses of Green Friday 50, which is going to save you 50% off your entire order. That's only going to be able to be used 5 times. So the first 5 people to enter in that code to get that 50% off. Next up is 10 uses of 30% off, which is going to be Green Friday 30. And essentially same thing, you get 10 people can use that code. After the 10 people use that code, it won't be able to be used. And then 25 users can use Green Friday 25 to save 25%. So basically the first 40 people to check out on the website will have a chance to get a significant discount, as well as all the other discounts we have. So we have the volume discount, we have right now, I don't know if we're going to have enough by the time Black Friday or Green Friday starts, but the potted plants are buy 2 get 1 free right now, so we're almost out of them, but we still have a couple left. So that will also stack if that's still going, and whatever else we may be putting into place. So you could, I actually calculated, if you're one of the people to get 50% off, you could actually get up to 75% off for those 5 orders, depending on how much of each plant you order. So those are the sales, and the 20% is for everybody. So in case you're not one of the lucky 40 people to use one of those codes, you get the 20% off still, which is a really good sale, and that'll last until the end of the month. But the coupon codes that I just named off there, the 25, 30, and 50, those are only good for up until the 27th, which is the Monday of the Black Friday weekend. So those will expire if nobody uses them all. So yeah. All right, let's get into some questions. I think that's everything. Enter the giveaway on Instagram if you haven't already. If you're just joining us, go over to Instagram, enter there. Black Friday sale, 20% off. Doesn't include the scapes, but the scapes are marked down. You also get gift cards with the scapes down as well. Some are $10, $15, and $20 gift cards. So you get a pretty decent thing going. So let's see what y'all are saying on YouTube here. James says, love you, Justin. Thank you, James. I love you too. So if you're out of something on the store, can I pre-purchase it so you don't sell out? Because I don't check every day. If I'm out of stock, no, you can't. You can't essentially apply that. Yeah. So you can't order it through the website. If you want, you can message me and I can set you up with a pre-order. But on the site, it won't let you check out because it's not in stock. Yeah, so if you're looking for something, message me. If I have it, or if I know I'll have it soon, then let me know. What's up, Flynn's Fish Room? Sandy Cheek says, crazy, how do I go about to win? I'm sorry, I'm late. Go to Instagram, Sandy, look at our most recent 2 posts, our video, and then the post saying at H2O Plants Green Friday giveaway, and you can read the description of that post on Instagram. Can't speak. My banana plant has 3 leaves and 2 of them are brown, but they still seem healthy, and so does the stem. So the leaves that are brown, if it's not algae, if you rub it and the algae doesn't come off and the leaves just like disintegrate, then the leaves are no good. But if one of them is green, you're okay. Typically, banana plants go through a weird stage, at least in my opinion. When you first get them, they'll lose most of their existing leaves and then grow back new ones. So, yeah. I've been having the same 2 plants in my tank since I started my fish hobby 1 to 2 years ago, but they don't grow or spread. I need fast-growing plants that are cheap because I don't have a job. Well, Hugo, I mean, one, the Black Friday sale may be for you if you're quick enough to get those codes. Um, Water Sprite, let's see, Water Sprite, Valves, Water Wisteria, Duckweed, Frogbit, those are floating plants, obviously, but what else? Four-leaf clover, those are all like fast-growing plants. Pretty much all the beginner stuff that I have is fast-growing, except for Anubis and Java Fern, obviously. What's up, KP Aquariums? How's it going? Jen wants to know what's next month's plant pack. So next month's plant pack is either going to be moss or a combination of a couple different plants. So maybe a foreground, midground, and a background. I haven't exactly decided yet. I'm waiting on the supplier to let me know about moss availability. They have 2 out of 3, so that's not bad, but I need a third. Or we may do moss and like one other plant. So hoping moss. I want to do moss. I think it would be cool, but we'll have to see. What else? What's going on? Everybody joining on Instagram. Only U.S. Yeah, the giveaway is only U.S. entries. Unfortunately, I can't ship plants across borders or yeah. Mosses, yeah. Hopefully we could do a moss. I want to make sure they have some. Any Madagascar lace coming in stock soon? Unfortunately, I'm out of it. I think they're out of stock, or like out of season right now, because I haven't seen them for like the last like 8 weeks. If I've been trying. Numerous suppliers don't have it, so I think it's just out of season. Next time they have it in stock, I'm gonna order a ton. But we do have lots of other Aponjatons on the website that I actually, because nobody's really been buying them, so I did like, what did I do on them? Did like buy 2 and you get like 15% off or something like that? Where are they? Here we go. Yeah, oh, buy 2, you get 20% off. So they're $15 each, you buy 2, that's $30, and you get 20% off. Not too bad. How do you enter the giveaway? I want to enter. Go on to our page and look at our most recent post, and then we'll tell you. Physidens fontanus. I actually have some Physidens growing. Maybe 1 or 2 portions available. If you're looking for it, just message me, and I can see. What about Creeping Jenny? What about Creeping Jenny, Cat? What do you want to know? It's a pretty good plant. I have some coming in to try and grow quicker, because the ones that I have don't grow that fast, or aren't growing fast enough for me. When will you bring back comment giveaway? I was thinking about bringing it back. I don't know. It seemed like just the same people commenting over and over again, so I don't know. We'll see. Oh, hey, I was thinking about a gang of some type of moss on a piece of driftwood for the 240 African cichlid tank. Would they peck it apart? Yeah, they would probably peck it apart. It would probably be, they would probably destroy it. So I wouldn't recommend moss. 1 entry per person. Right now on the giveaway, yes, 1 entry per person. What are the cute little green balls at the top of the Xingqiu sword? So those are most likely seed pods that were on there. I don't know if you could dry them out and grow plants from them. You might be able to. It's worth a shot if you're interested. You could possibly do it. It's been sold out on the website. When will it be back in stock? Oh, Creeping Jenny. Well, I don't know if it's the Golden Jenny or the regular Jenny, but I have like 3 or 4 stems ready that I could trim, but I ordered 12 more bunches that are coming in either tonight or they'll be here tomorrow. It's coming in through the airline, so I have to actually go to the airport later and pick it up if it gets here in time. But the Creeping Jenny, I ordered like 12 more bunches of each kind so I could start growing them out more, because I lost a lot of them. I had put it in the 55 and I just let the 55 go, and they got shaded and couldn't compete, so they died. Those were the two plants I had, Anubis and Java Fern. They're really slow growing. My Anubis has lots of baby leaves that don't grow. Yeah, they're very slow growing, Anubis and Java Fern. You just gotta give them time. Hey dude, you got any HC Cuba? Not at the moment. Or did I get some? I don't think I got any. Let me just check. I might have got tissue cultures, but I'm not 100% sure. As soon as it loads, I will be able to let you know. I don't know why, whenever I'm sitting down live streaming, I always want to yawn. Nope, they were out. I actually ordered some for another customer that just came in this week, and I sold all of them to him. So I'm all out. But if you're looking for it, just message me. I can get it on my next order. That will be the week after Thanksgiving, most likely, unless all the plants that I put up on the website today. Oh, and I updated today's all the stock on the website now. So like earlier today. So if there's plants that you wanted, you could take a look. Maybe it's in stock or something. Also, I added a couple new ones. How do I get Amazon sword to get really big and bushy? Just leave it be. Root tabs, when you put root tabs down by the base of the plant, not directly under it, but about 2 inches away from the plant, it'll really start feeding and it'll start getting all the nutrients it needs to shoot up as long as it has enough light to do so. So, root tabs, and just leave it be. Don't move it around. The more you move around swords and crypts and stuff, I want the tank. Oh, you want the Fluval Flex? Coco, enter the giveaway. Can you pan over to the tanks behind you once more? A friend just walked in and he wants to see it. Well, there's the rack, and then there's more on the other side of the room. That rack is 8 40-gallon breeders, so. Just received and planted my swords from Plant Pack. Nice, Ray. I hope everything came in well. The Marble Queens were doing so-so, but they should bounce back. I've nearly killed them all. Oh, Kevin's in the house. Brooklyn Hardscape on YouTube says he couldn't make it. He was having car troubles. It's okay. But Kevin will answer any questions on the YouTube chat. Let's see what on Instagram we're saying. How can she win so many giveaways? It's so suspicious. Oh. Who? Oh, Jen. Jen only won a couple. Me once. The red tiger lotus and dwarf aquarium lily grow so damn fast in my tanks. I love them. So getting more. Oh yeah, the red tiger lotus and aquarium lilies are great. They're super fast growing plants. And they're actually great if you have the person that was saying slow growing plants, I think it was Hugo. Aquarium lily and red tiger lotus and banana plant. Once they get going, they just start shooting out stuff. Trying out dwarf hairgrass in my high light 5-gallon tank with no CO2. It's been there in there 2 weeks and it has a good root structure and is still bright green. Do you think it will continue doing well? Yeah, as long as you have enough light, that can almost outcompensate for CO2. It's just a matter of finding that right balance, and I'm sure if you have a good enough light and it's still bright green, it'll probably be fine. Later, mostly tanks. My shrimp never leave them. Oh, the lily. I think I saw your review. I read it this morning. So, is it possible to grow giant hairgrass immersed? It actually is. Shrimpery on Instagram has a beautiful half-filled rimless tank that has a lot of immersed growth going, and giant hairgrass is one of them. I did the upstairs tank. If you don't follow us on Instagram, you would have seen it on stories. But for those of you that might have, you've already seen it. But we did a bunch of immersed. I did a bunch of plants so that way they can grow immersed, and I put a bunch of plants around the outside. I actually ordered even more plants, some more are coming, and there will be a video on YouTube about that in the near future. So, what's up, Fish Guy? How do you enter the giveaway? You go onto Instagram and read my latest 2 posts. Tema says she loves the plant pack. Thanks, you're welcome. I agree. Red Tiger Lotus has gone from 2 leaves to 7 in less than a month. Now it's beginning to push other plants aside. Yeah. So the Tiger Lotuses and the lilies, they'll just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger leaves until they eventually just get too big, and they're like, hey, let's see if we can get to the surface, and they'll start shooting up the giant, long, you know, tentacle-like stem, and then form a lily pad. And then once it reaches the top, then it's going to send all the leaves up to the top of the water column. So if you don't want it to do that and you want it to stay within the water column, you have to trim those leaves as they grow tall. Other than that, it'll just start shooting all of them up. So. I need all the sauces. All the sauces. What sauces? Justin's super interested in some of the bulk boosts. Can you show some of the Catherine, Firebird, and Deep Purple? Looking for most purple and unique leaves for my high-tech tank. Well, here's the thing. The boost that I have is immerse grown, so it's not fully converted yet. So the colors on the leaves are going to change once you submerge them. On the website, I mean, those are exactly the size of each portion that you could get. We have tons of boosts on the website, by the way, right now, so you get 20% off of that using the coupon code there. But actually, it's like mad far at the bottom. I have to fix that so it's at the top. What's up, Maritza? How's it going? But out of those three, well, the Catherine is mostly green. The Firebird's nice, but that's mostly green as well. And I don't know if Deep Purple actually gets purple. It's tricky with the boost. So I would really say buy 3 and figure it out later, because yeah, it's tricky with them. But you do get a discount if you buy multiples. So just saying, you get that 20% off, and then if you buy 3, I think it's another 15% off. So, what's up, Jesus? Finally able to join the live stream. What's up? What's going on? Oh. Okay. I'm asking because I started a immersed tank with dwarf baby tears and giant hairgrass. My baby tears are turning brown. Not sure what to do. Oh. What's the coupon code? Well, if you go over to the website, all the coupon codes are now listed on there for Black Friday as well. But Black Friday are limited. Make sure you get the stuff now, because once it sells out, it's gone. Jungle Val don't seem to want to grow in the 55 gallon. Did you do regular Jungle Val, or did you get like Italian Val or something? Is Vital and Easy Green the same? Regular Vital and regular Easy Green are roughly about the same chemical composition, but Vital X is a lot stronger of a formula. Where did you purchase Shell Dwellers, online or at a pet store? So I went to my local pet store and got them, Fishtown, USA in New Jersey, Ramsey, New Jersey. And yeah, that's where I got them. I will be selling Fry once they, obviously breed and I get Fry and raise them up slightly. I will be selling the juveniles. As someone getting into planted aquariums, do you have an easy low light ones you'd recommend? Yeah, so there's tons of low light plants that would be good. We have a whole section on the website listed as beginner / low light plants, which you could take a look at. That'll show you everything. But just to name a few, Anubises are really good. So is Java Fern. Those are really like the basic stuff to get you started. If you've already tried those or want to try something a bit more, like, a bit different, you could try like sword plants. You could try the dwarf aquarium lilies, the red tiger lotus, banana plants. Those are all easy. Vals, Sagittarias, moss balls are a good one. Java moss, Christmas moss we have. Boost is another one, but Boost is kind of expensive, so it may not be ideal for beginners because they're trying to get their feet wet and try and figure that out. You could get some floating plants, might be helpful, and water sprite's a good one as well. It grows very quickly, it absorbs a lot of nitrates, and it propagates like crazy. So, oh, and crypts are really easy as well. USPS did not deliver my plant pack yet, and poked it into the substrate, and now it's growing. Oh wait, I just skipped. Okay. USPS did not deliver my plant pack yet. Very unusual for them. Will my plants be okay for another day? I'm sure they will be. If you didn't order plant packs, the heat packs are included. So if you're in a region where it's cooler, we did add in a heat pack. Hopefully, you're not like freezing temperatures, because that would suck. But hopefully it'll be okay. If it's not, just let me know. Hey Justin, I found a wisteria leaf and poked it into the substrate, and now it's growing fast. Yeah. So wisteria, water wisteria, and a couple other plants can do this. They can actually regrow from just a single leaf. They don't need any stem attached to it whatsoever, and it will just grow a brand new plant. You could also do the same thing with water sprite. Water sprite will grow from it sends out babies from its existing leaves, so it's almost the same kind of concept. It's very similar to Java Fern. I'll post a good system for a dry start method on H2O plants Facebook for you. Oh, thanks, Brooklyn Hardscapes. We actually, so we're doing a dry start behind me. That tank right there. And that tank right there is been, how long has it been? Maybe like 5 weeks, 4 weeks, 3 weeks? Aquatic Experience was a week ago. Setting up that tank was probably 2 weeks before that. So it's been going, it's on its 4th week, so it's almost time to flood it, or get in there at least. There was a little bit of mold that grew, which, I guess is suspected, but I was able to trim it in time. But it's going to be really cool to show that, because it's a unique way to do a dry start that I haven't seen before. So they'll be up on a video in a couple weeks once we, I want to run through the whole thing, flooding it, letting it grow out for like another couple weeks so you get the full effect of it. Plus I have to order all the equipment. I haven't ordered anything. Anything for it. I've tried both valves. Are you using Excel? My boost ain't growing. What can I do? Where is it? Is it getting any light? Is it down low, up high? You could try like putting it on like a ledge, like I'm doing with the moss, and like letting it rebound closer to the surface of the water, so it gets some natural CO2 and stuff. May be okay. I mean, it's pretty good. Boost is really slow growing, so it's going to lose all of its existing leaves and then pretty much bounce back. What is the best amount of light per day for bamboo? Bamboo, I'm not sure. I don't really grow. We have one little pot of bamboo upstairs. We just leave it in a window all day long. Will hornwort propagate on its own? It will send out a bunch of side shoots. Yeah, I've got Instagram figured out. I think I can enter. Nice. Can't get past the checkout right now on the site. Keeps warning me about the quality heat pack, and clicking OK, it just sends me back to my cart. Better not happen when I'm trying. That's strange. It should. All you have to do is click OK. Double check that, because I like tested it myself and it seemed to work fine. If I add to cart, go to checkout, and then we go to checkout again, and we hit OK, and then hit checkout. Oh no, wait, now it's doing it. You're right. What the hell's going on here? Uh-oh. That was strange. Hold on. I gotta go back there and test this out. Let's go incognito mode. Hope that's not a bug. That would explain why there's only been like one order today. Okay, incognito. Let's add one of these. Okay, let's go to checkout. We'll go to checkout. You hit OK. Yeah, no, it's working. I don't know. Fish guy says he's not using any ferts. So, but Excel isn't ferts, it's liquid CO2. Are you using any liquid CO2? Can get rid of brown algae on my plants. It's not a new tank. It's been established for a few years. I clean it off, but after a few weeks, it comes right back. Any suggestions? How long is your light on for? Did you already go over the giveaway info? Yes, I did, Jesus. You'll have to go back and rewatch the beginning. Let's see. Is next plant pack going to be valves? So I'm shooting for moss for the next plant pack. However, I don't know if we're going to have enough. So I may do, instead, I may do like a placement tank, or maybe just a mixed bag pack, which is going to consist of a foreground, a midground, and a background plant, maybe. So, do you have any experience with the Phoenix lights? I do. They're okay. I'm not a fan because I tried using one on my 55. It didn't work, at least for growing highlight plants. And they're not waterproof, which kind of sucks because I've dropped my fluvables in the tank a bunch of times and no problems. Lights on for about 6 hours. Are you getting any, well, brown spot algae is different than blackbeard algae. So, Mass Aquariums did a video on blackbeard algae. Kind of the same concept. It may work. But brown spot algae is typically easy to fix. It's a matter of light, how close the light is, and if it's getting any exterior light. What moss is going to be in the plant pack? Well, that's just a mystery. You'll have to subscribe to the plant pack to know. I'll trade spike moss for your firstborn. Opinion on nice lights? Depends on your budget, really. I mean, if you have enough money to go for the SB Reef lights, which I've heard are really good, those are nice. If you don't have enough money for that, it really depends. I just posted my YouTube video about the plant pack. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it, Daisy. I'll check it out. Send me the link for it so I could take a look. I'm getting green cyano. What could be causing it? A bunch of things could be causing it. How new is the tank? Because I found that typically green cyano starts when the tank is newly set up. Kevin's got a bunch of spike moss from Italy. I want it. Give me. Oh, God, I don't know why. Every time I sit down for live stream, I'm always yawning. Can anybody else go to the website and just verify that the checkout is working? Because basically you should be able to. So you go there, you add a plant to your cart, and then you go and you hit checkout. A notification should pop up because a lot of people weren't adding heat packs or cold packs to their cart, and it actually it's now at that point where you need to add it if you live in any region that's cold, because one, it costs, that costs me money. It's like a decent amount of money because it makes the shipping more expensive, and you have to pay for I have to pay for the heat packs. So I was adding them in for people that didn't purchase it, but now, and that's because there was really only at the home page it says add a heat pack and cold pack. But now, when you hit checkout, literally there's a notification that says add this, or you're gonna have a problem if you're in a region that's cold. So yeah, it just worked for me. I don't know why it wasn't working before, but now at least they have to acknowledge it and read it before you could check out, so people know this is important. You have to do this because yeah, it's getting cold. I changed substrates from gravel to Eco Complete. I added API root tabs, flourish tabs, and dosing API leaf zone. Now the new leaves on my Hygro Compacta are emerging brown. You might have cherry leaf, and it's just growing really dark brown, red-ish color. It's possible. Spiky moss grows fast at my tank. Nice. How can I grow blackbeard algae? You want to grow blackbeard algae? Leave your lights on and mess up your CO2 levels. What's up? Creative Pet Keeping is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I have a 55 also that I am wanting to do low to mid light tank. What kind of light would you recommend? 55 suck for lighting, I'll tell you. But if you're gonna do anything, I mean, it really depends on your budget. Fluval is a good light. It's gonna be low to medium light for you, definitely. Creative Pet keeping up the point pack today. Nice. I hope everything came in well. I know the Marble Queen Sword was having a bit of an issue, but those are, even though they're sensitive leaves, they're tough plants. Once they get planted, they'll really bounce back. It just may lose some of the existing leaves if they're browning or yellowing. So this is the first time I've ever seen ick come and go on its own in my tank, and it was amazing. Nice. A good treatment for ick that's plant safe is Herb Tana. I have it. It works phenomenally. I can't speak. Phenomenally. There we go. I think. I don't know. I'm overtired. And Herb Tana works phenomenally. There we go. Phenomenally on on treating ick. And I use it. It literally treats it in like 2 days. So have you checked carbon monoxide in your basement? Could be why you're yawning. Really? It's only when I sit down though. Like I could be like working and it's fine. It's only when I'm live streaming and sitting down. I think it's like I'm to that point where I overwork myself so much that when I go upstairs and like I literally lay down, it's like I go right to bed. Like it's not even a matter of me sitting there. It's like I'm like trying to do something on my phone to like just catch up on messages, and I pass right out. That was never the case. I used to always go to bed and like be up for an hour and like just watch TV until I slowly went to sleep. But now because I'm so like I overwork myself, I guess. I'm just like the moment that I'm like able to go to sleep, I go. And then yeah. So I think it's just because I'm like sitting down, it's like my brain's in rest mode. It's like, oh, maybe you could go to sleep, catch up on some of it. Caleb, I answered your question. You can message me if you want to pre-order something. I can help you out. Checkout worked for me, Madfish Diva says. Website isn't working for me either. I click OK for the hot and cold pack and it stays on the same page. Well, it takes a second to like refresh, because it like acknowledges that you clicked it. So give it a second and see if it works. I'll try it one more time with incognito mode just to make sure. What's your most expensive plant? I mean, I have a Nubis Pinto, which goes for 25 bucks a portion. I have Crypt Flamingo, which if I was to sell them, even though they're not ready yet, they would be $30 a plant. And Brooklyn Hardscapes says buy the signature scapes. Yeah, I put them on sale today, so you could get. There you go, Kevin. You're a moderator now, so you can link the hardscapes. Next week, next week is Thanksgiving Wednesday, or the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. It may not, we may not live stream Wednesday, or if we do, it's not going to be with Kevin. I was going to say, hopefully Kevin can join us on the next one. What I want to actually do is do live scapings with Kevin. I think, you know, with him aquascaping, you guys can kind of get an idea for how to aquascape, you know, on a semi-professional level. You know, like, of course, like, there's technique and all that, but at least, like, with just some key points that he can, like, answer questions. It would help to, I think, improve some people's like scaping abilities. I tried it a few times, and then after it finally worked. Okay, well, yeah, let's see. So I have it in my cart. Hit checkout. Hit OK. So it refreshes, and then it goes right to checkout. So that's weird. I don't know why. I don't know why I did that. What is your favorite substrate? I actually really like the Seachem Fluorite Black. Not the black sand, but the regular black. Works pretty good from what I see. But Kevin will tell you aqua soil all day long. So give it a couple minutes to buffer. There's a lot of people trying to buy plants now. There might be. I could actually now, Shopify shows you live reading. Oh, why am I there? It shows you live who is on your website, so you can actually see what's going on live. Or at least it did on the phone. It's not on here. Okay, so I guess it's not on. Is it? No. No. Oh, you could also buy plants now through Facebook. I added a plugin that allows the plants to be on Facebook. I mean, I'd say use the website, but if anybody finds Facebook browsing easier, you could at least take a look there. It pretty much is going to... Oh, holy crap, a bunch of people entered more of the giveaway. Holy crap. Just logged into Instagram and had like 30 more comments on the post. If we get up to 500, I'm going to do second place prize. Cape Cod. What? Wait, what? I could see your question. Well, Cape Cod was asking Kevin a question, so Kevin answered that. Alright, let's see what some people are saying on Instagram. Tip and trick to moving 3 hours away. Do I have to break my planted tank all the way down? So if it's a big tank, I would say yes. Remove everything. You can leave some substrate in there, but you don't want to leave a lot of it. If you're going to leave substrate in there, make something that can support the tank while you move it. So my thought would be like lay down a piece of plywood on some 2x4s and use the 2x4s as handles and slide the tank onto the plywood and then lift up with that, because if you have any uneven weight on the bottom of the tank, it could crack the glass, especially if you have weight in it. If it's completely empty, then you don't have to worry about that. But yeah. So Daisy says that she's got the beams work light and it works good, so that's another option. What would you recommend as a first saltwater setup? So you do saltwater or freshwater? Only freshwater right now. Opinions on Samurai soil? That's what I have in my 5-gallon. I've never used it. Any interest in the club? Oh, sorry, Aqua Buddha. I didn't get a chance to answer your message yet, but I did see. My plants are arriving on Thursday. Right after I order, I found out about the 20% off deal. I guess I need to get more on the Black Friday sale. Well, yeah, so the sale started today, so we shipped out everybody's orders yesterday, anything that was pending. So, sorry about that. You know, but the sales, normally we try and start them going into the weekend if we're doing anything. But yeah. You can't tell what kind of moss I got. I can't tell what kind of moss you got either. Moss is so hard to identify. That's why I have it literally all strapped up to ledges right now with name tags on them and zip ties to identify them. If it ever gets confused or mixed in the tank, it just gets tossed because I don't have the time to sit there and try and figure it out. Wow, so Flivel has a ton of options. Any specific light would you recommend for what I'm wanting? So I use the Flivel 2.0 planted. It's about for $55. I think it's going to be $160 on Amazon. Pretty good light. If you wanted to go something a bit cheaper, Phoenix also has good options that are slightly cheaper. But I do like the 2.0 because it's waterproof and it has a built-in dimmer, which is good. And I've dropped my light into my tank numerous times. So, need me some moss. Well, David, get some moss. I just realized you reminded me. I didn't add the Christmas moss to the website. We have tons of Christmas moss still. Thank you. I'm like, wait a minute. I got a bunch of moss in, and I didn't add it to the website. So let's add that right now, shall we? Got 35 of those. And we still have some Java moss left. Maybe about 5 portions. Yo, actually doing my water change right now. Right, nice, Bracton. Do those water changes. Thanks, guys. Yeah, definitely the waterproof sounds good. The waterproof is really a good option, and I just realized I have my freaking ear pod in. The 2.0 is a good option because of the waterproof, and essentially you got to think of it this way: if you drop your light in your tank, it pays for itself because not many other lights are waterproof. And if you ever drop your light in your tank, you have to buy it again, so it's worth the extra money. To go with that, let's see, Java Moss. We're gonna do 4 portions, should be good. All right, Java Moss and Xmas Moss back on the site. There you go. I like the McMull as a good inexpensive light. So I want to try the McMull too. Kevin likes the McMull. Do you have any Subwasker tank? So I have something that is either Subwasker tank or Pelia. I don't know which one. I think it's Pelia because it's much bigger than what I've seen Subwasker tank look like. So if you want something that, I mean, they're probably the same exact thing. I mean, they're slightly different, but they look the same to me. One's just slightly bigger than the other one. So if you're looking for that, I actually have some. I just haven't listed it because I wanted to confirm the ID. I've never dropped a light in a tank. Well, I have. Moving stuff around when you got 2 lights set up and you're moving stuff around. And yeah, I've dropped a light into the tank before. Several times, actually. Not just once. Like 4 times, I think. So it was an AirPod. I thought I was crazy. Yeah, I had an AirPod in. Now you tell me. Sorry. If you oh shoot, I just realized. If you ordered plant packs and you ordered a second order and I shipped it in there and I didn't refund shipping, and now I forget all the people that I did that for. I think there's like 5 people, so let me message me so I remember to refund you your shipping. The Samurai Soil looks awesome, but it's pretty costly. Damn, $30 for a 5-gallon or for a 5-gallon tank? No, thank you. Kevin has pendant lights he uses. I bet he is just on another level than us. Yeah, Kevin is at a whole different level. I don't know. Kevin has a bunch of things. Are you getting the iPhone 10? Nope. I'm not a fan of having to go like this to have my phone unlock. I like the idea of a button. Well, it seems like a really cool idea until they put this button in the screen where it's the same type of, like, I could push on the screen and it will know, like, I'm trying to wake it up. I'm not getting the iPhone 10. And I'm probably not even going to upgrade to the iPhone 8. Because it's not worth the difference, really. Love you. What's up, Octonation? Octonation is my buddy. Kevin doesn't like Kessel. Well, Octonation is actually secretly my lover, but nobody knows this. Getting it. Octo, we gotta jump in a Instagram live stream. Or do you not live stream on your Instagram? I don't think I've ever seen you live stream on your Instagram. I don't see my shipping cost refund email. Yeah, Marianne messaged me, so I remember to do it because I didn't do anybody's. Jake had called out on us for Saturday, or I'm sorry, Sunday, when what the hell is that? That's weird. Anyway, Jesus, what was I saying? Jake had called out for Sunday, and we had 130 orders to pack between plant pack and regular orders. So, yeah, it was a bit chaos. We packed plants for, I think, 8 hours straight, something like that. Did I miss a question here? Oh, yeah. So you could use a razor blade, like Kyle said, Kat. You could use vinegar. Actually, what I do is I drain the water. If you're going to do it while the fish are in there, drain the water level as far down as you can. And then take, like, a washcloth with a little bit of vinegar on it, and you could wipe that around where the mineral deposits are. Like, not saturated, but just enough to get it a little wet, and, like, rub it, and then you could use a razor blade, and it usually comes straight off. If you don't have any fish in it and you want to completely remove it, Barkeeper's Friend, or is it Barkeeper's Friend? What is it? Barkeeper's Friend from Home Depot. It's a great chemical solution to take it off, but you do have to rinse the tank very thoroughly after using it. I've used it several times before to clean up the tanks. It's been just fine for me. Let's see. Octonation is giving away a beautiful Octonation is giving away a beautiful door handle. We actually want to buy that for our house, but we don't have a 2-handle door. So Margaret wants to get one and just like have it be like one tentacle. We love octopus. It's actually like one of our favorite things. We could talk about octopus. Where's the noise of the pups? It's so quiet. It is, right? What's your favorite plant? I got a bunch of them. There's so many of them. Somebody already won it. It's only $700. It's a steal. Yeah, that it is. That it is. Let's see. On YouTube, we got Albie just got her plants. Nice, Albie. There is the Razer phone, which has the finger scanner on the side, which is really cool. Crashing into the live chat. What's up, Victor? How's it going? Are you going to put it on your website for sale, the Suboscar Tang or Pelia? Ilya, just message me either on Facebook, Instagram, or through email, and I'll set you up with the custom invoice for it. Just because it's weird. If I put it up there, people are gonna want it, and yeah, I don't know which one it is. So until I can correctly identify it, and nobody knows. Every time I ask them, I'm like, is it Pelia or Suboscar Tang? I get people tell me it's Pelia. I get some people tell me it's Suboscar Tang. So I don't really know. You gotta have a single favorite. Well, if I had to pick one, it would be the Crypt Flamingo, just because you don't see that pink from a plant like that. So I really like that one. Oh, we only have 2 minutes left on this live stream on Instagram, which means we're almost done on YouTube. So I will bring up the live stream on Instagram again, because we still got about 10 minutes left, but yeah. How's the wife? She's good. I'm loving my Anacris. It's growing out of control. Nice. I can't get it to grow for me. Oh my god, no. Octonation, I know. I gotta jump on your Facebook Live with you. Oh, here's the doggy. Here is the doggy. Oh. Oh, god. Okay, yes, I love you. Talk to the people. Talk to the people. What? Oh. What are you doing? Good doggy. Where's the other one? Oh, the other one's laying down. She's being nice and quiet. Now she's gonna get up, guaranteed, 100%. Will the dog get you to subscribe and like the video? I'm gonna use my pets. I'm not that wealthy. I'm using the Beamswork lights that have red and blue and green, so I'm fine with very cheap end lighting. Yeah, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with using the cheap end of lighting. I mean, I only went with Fluvels because they're like a good mid-range one. They were by far not the best, but they're, from my price point, they were the right fit for me. I haven't used the Fluval Sky. Craig wants to know, he bought the Fluval Sky instead of the 2.0. What's your thoughts on it? I'm not sure. Got the same shirt? You got the same shirt, David? Bro, we could be brothers. I love this shirt. I have a pit bull and a Yorkie. I have another dog back there. She's sleeping. Later, Octo. Alright. Damn, I got 163 people on that. Very nice. Oh. When moving plants in your tank, do you trim the roots so it will grow back faster? Despite what some people have said on YouTube, trimming roots of plants are indeed good for them. When you have a plant with a really long root, right, the root has to basically root itself again. It has to figure out its way. So it's much easier if you just trim the roots and allow it to grow new roots to reestablish in its existing spot. if you take the root and you put the plant in the substrate, the roots are going to jumble up, and it's going to be harder for it to eventually spread out. So, and Kevin backs me up on that and says, always trim your roots. So yeah, always trim your roots, and always pluck off dying leaves or browning leaves while leaving enough of the plant intact. So if you ever get a plant that has 8 leaves and they're all pretty much green, or I mean not green, but like brown and yellowing, you want to leave at least 3 of them, and then there you go. Trim off the rest. Patiently waiting for the results of the giveaway. Well, it's 10 days until the giveaway winner is announced, so you have plenty of time to enter. Coral Man says, love my plants from you. Definitely ordering more. Oh, thank you, man. I'm glad that you like them. Also, make sure you check out our sale. We started our Green Friday sale starting today, so make sure you check it out. I'm watching the fish in the tank. They're digging. I see you over there. What's the giveaway? The giveaway is for a Fluval Flex 15 gallon, which is the same thing as that tank over there. And it comes with a hardscape package and a $50 plant package as well. Whoa, Theory. Why you gotta be so vulgar, bro? What's up, Animal Countdowns? That's okay. Thanks, Justin. I still love the plants. Just bought a 110 gallon. Oh, Jesus. That's nice. Ela, it's okay if you already planted yours and didn't trim off the roots. It's just, in good practice, trim the roots. You don't have to trim them all the way off. Just trim them enough so that way they only left with about an inch or 2. My plant pack won't get to me till Thursday. Seen some already on social media. I'm dying. Well, Aquatic Life, I hope you enjoy. Please keep me posted, and don't worry if the Marble Queen sword looks a little beat up. It will be fine. I literally, it's kind of funny. When we first started selling plants, I had a bunch of Marble Queen swords in one of the tanks, and I'm sitting there cleaning. I go to plant one of them, and literally all the leaves just break right off of the bottom rosette part, and I'm like, well, what the hell, like, it's dead now. So me just being like, oh, let's try something. I planted just that root structure, and it regrew leaves literally within a week, and I was like, oh my god, this plant is incredible. So plants are very, very resilient, despite what some people think. It just, as long as you give them what they need. What's the best light for a 10-gallon tank? Animal Countdowns, it really has to go with what you're looking to do. And can you scape a bucket and put fish in it? Well, a bucket, no, but you can scape a vase. We actually have several vases. We have a video up on YouTube about one of the vases. I rescaped it. We actually have to do an update on that because we have to rescape most of those tanks again. They're just not doing what I wanted them to do. So we will be working on them. My actual project today was, I have some nice jugs here, or vases, and Kevin was supposed to show up, and I thought Christian was gonna come too, and if both of them came, I wanted them to do a scape off and scape vases for you all. So they may do that in a future live stream, or I may do one of these. Do you have a video on packaging to ship out? I'm pretty sure you do. I do. I have a video on almost everything we do here. I did lots of live streams in the beginning. It's an old video. It's probably like how, I think it's titled How I Ship Aquarium Plants, or How to Ship Aquarium Plants. So yeah. So this is, we were going to scape these vases. Just to do some cool little projects. These are really neat because everybody can get one of these, and these are cheap to essentially do. You can literally just put them in a window, get natural light, change out the water every couple days. Something like this, obviously you couldn't house really any livestock, but you could do some just overall planted things. Actually, when we were in France, in Paris, if you go back to the video and watch the Aqua Designer shop, in the window they actually had these like shallow bowls. I mean, I don't know if they're really, I guess there would be a bowl, but they're very shallow. They didn't look like a typical bowl. And they just had a bunch of plants in there, maybe Wabakusa, as Kevin says. But essentially they, you know, it was just overgrown with plants. It was really cool. It was a mesh setup. So I want to do something like that with this. I actually want to plant some really red plants and put them in the window and see how they grow under natural light with no, you know, clip-on light or anything like that. But these are cool because you could like put these on your like kitchen table, or you know, like a desk or kitchen counter, anything like that. Dining room table you can use as a centerpiece if you get a cool enough jug. Just gotta stay on top of the water changes if you don't do a filter. Otherwise the water's gonna get nasty. But those are for a future live stream. We'll do these possibly maybe 2 weeks from now. What's the best carpeting plant that does not need CO2 and is not dwarf's edge? Well, that is easy. I did a video on that. Call it four-leaf clover or dwarf four-leaf clover, Marsilia crenata, Menuda, or Hirasuta, or there's another one. Crenata, Hirasuta, quadrifolia, I think is the other one. Really easy plant, carpets out, literally will like latch onto things. I actually have it growing in the tank behind me there as an experiment because that tank has high pH, so I wanted to test a carpeting plant in a higher pH to see what would happen. And yeah, so yeah, that's what we're doing. That vase would be awesome for my office. The vase would be awesome for really much anything. Like this is such just a neat little form factor. And what I was thinking is, you know, you fill it up a little bit with sand, some nice little stone, some dragon stone, maybe really tiny pieces of wood like twigs, and create miniature scapes. And what's great about it, this costs virtually nothing to set up because there's so little material that you need for it. So it's not like scaping bigger tanks. Like even a 10-gallon tank, like compared to this is like maybe $10 to scape. Between you just take plant trimmings and whatever else that you want to put in there. Monte Carlo doesn't need CO2. It can grow without CO2, but it's tricky. It will sometimes do okay, and sometimes it doesn't. You really need decent enough lighting for it to grow. Lighting is going to be a really big factor. Hello from Toronto, Ontario. Welcome, Philly. I actually was in Toronto not too long ago. I think about a year ago. SRT says, yay, got my shipment. Nice. Let me know how everything came in. Do you have Pogo statement to Hellfire and what care needs? So when does the Black Friday start sale? It starts right now for the 20% off, but the actual sale, all that's listed on the website. So for like the 25, 30, and 50% off, that starts at 12:01 a.m. Black Friday morning, or Green Friday. When are you going to do the giveaway? So the giveaway will be the winner will be announced on Monday of the 27th, which is after the Thanksgiving weekend. So, list of plants for the vase. So if you were going to do something like this and put it in the window, you would want to obviously go small scale. You would want to use really tiny plants. So I don't know if it would work, but you could try baby tears, like dwarf baby tears, because it's a really tiny fine leaf plant. That may work. If that doesn't work, use Monte Carlo, because obviously it's getting direct sunlight. If you put it in a window, it should be fine, or if you use it like a clip-on light. Another plant that you could use is like Rotalas, because Rotalas have really tiny leaves, so like Butterfly Mini or Narrow Leaf Macandra or any of the other type 1, type 4 nano-leaved ones. You could use those because they'll stay nice and small, and those may work, because keep in mind, this is such a short amount of water that typically any light will be considered significantly high light to it, because there's not a lot of water that it has to penetrate through. So it could work. If you were going to do a much larger vase, obviously you'd want to go with different plants, but because that's like a nanoscape essentially, like that's actually like a micro nano. What about a Nano Petite? You could do Nano Petite. It would probably be too large. You would want to get like some of the rarer Anubis that are much smaller leaves, like Bonsai or Pangonia or whatever it's called. Pangalia. I can't say the name. Waluichi's another good one. Pearlweed would be good as well. All micros. So back to the Pogo Steam and Hellfire. I skipped that question by accident. I have some regular that's not doing well for me, but I have the red variation of Downoy that's growing phenomenally. Don't ask me why one's growing better than the other. The red one is just by far taking off. I literally trimmed it when we set up the dry star method, which was about a month ago, and I already have like 6 more heads. So that may be on the website in the next couple weeks, but that's more expensive than the regular Downoy, but it's doing better. So I would almost say it, like, if regular Downoy died pretty much for me and the red is working better, then I would say it's worth it. So did you say Menudo? I don't know. Did I? What do you think of Pearlweed? I just put some of it in my tank recently. I like it. It gets everywhere, but I would just keep it trimmed. And turn off your filter when you trim it. I feel like I got a splinter. Most boosts would do good, and you could do a centerpiece with a large one like Skeleton King, and then do smaller ones. Yeah, you could do boosts too, more small leaf boosts. Depends on the scape you were going to go for. If you were going to do like a miniature tree or just like an Iwagami. I was just about to email you. Do you carry duckweed? I do. Duckweed is on the website. Get it while you can. I am a private account, so did you get my entry? Small Dancer Girl, I will be... So the way we're going to do it is for how we're going to choose the winner. So we're going to take all the names, we're going to put them in a list, and then we're going to do a random number generator, and then if your name corresponds to the number that's picked, then I'm going to go verify on your Instagram account that you did the repost. So if you're a private account, I'll request to follow you so I can check it, and then yeah. But make sure you comment on the post itself. Also give it a like and all that good stuff, so that way I know that you did, you know, at least enter that way. Do I have to disinfect all the plants for hitchhikers? Only if you're really worried about it. Like I put those instructions in all the packages just in case somebody's like, okay, well, how should I, you know, make sure nothing gets in there. Honestly, I just rinse the plants. I put them in like a little bucket, give them a good shake. And that's just typically to get rid of duckweed. And just also look at them. When you put them underwater, you know, of course there's always a possibility that there'll be algae or anything else growing on them. Very rare in our case because most of our tanks are algae free. There's a couple that have a little bit, but we normally like take it off of the plant or like trim that portion off before it even gets sent out. But you could look at it underwater before you put it in your tank. Look to see if you see anything. If not, throw it in your tank. I did a video recently on snails. If you're really worried about snails, they're not a big deal. But if you're worried about them, that would be the other reason. Christian beat me on your own contest, by the way. What contest? Oh, on our own contest. I have assassin snails too, thank you. Yeah, assassin snails will take care of the snails then. And, I mean, unless you're really worried about algae. I mean, there's always the chance there will be algae spores. Give them a good rinse. You'll be fine. That's what I do. Typically, like, when you get plants in from anywhere, and let's just say they did have algae on them or there were spores attached, if your tank is balanced, the spores of the algae won't be able to grow. It's only when you have an imbalance in your tank that algae has a chance to grow. So just keep it good and you're good. What are you drinking? Just lemonade. Alright, so we got about another minute left. I'll answer the last couple questions if anybody has any more. Do you have a clue on why some newly purchased frogbit is rotting crazy? It's probably adjusting to your tank, or you're getting the tops of them wet. So All floating plants cannot get wet on the tops of their leaves, or they will essentially disintegrate and rot. So if you have a sponge filter or any kind of air stone, and you have a hang-on back filter, either one of those could be causing it, either by pushing them into the water or just getting them wet, and that would be affecting them. So that's what I would look into. You shopping out tonight? Shopping out? Shopping out? What do you mean? Don't know what you mean by that. Oh, shipping out? No, we only ship out on Mondays and Wednesdays. So, and we will not be shipping this upcoming Wednesday. So all the orders, if you want plants for Thanksgiving, you're gonna need to place your order by Saturday, and that's assuming that it's not 3 days. 3 days may be an issue. I may have to hold them back. I don't know yet. Best substrate, Sea Chem Fluorite Black is what I like the best, but Aqua Soil is what Kevin likes. So, darn work making me miss the live stream. Oh, the live stream will be going on later, so you'll find. I want to do a beta sorority. What plants do you recommend? Water Sprite, Water Wisteria, Amazon Swords, Ludwigias are good. Anubis, Java Fern, stuff like that is good. I'm actually going to do a video for beta tanks in particular and plants that you can use for them. Tropica Aqua Soil, Kevin says. Alright guys, I'm going to be signing off. I have to go make a video for this weekend because after tomorrow I have to do a bunch of housework to get ready for Thanksgiving since we're hosting it. I don't know if we're going to have a live stream next Wednesday. I will try my very best, so stay up to date on Facebook and Instagram and all that good stuff. Make sure you enter in the giveaway. Make sure you keep a lookout for the Black Friday sale or the Green Friday sale. And my fish shop doesn't label the name of the plants and doesn't know what they're called. How do I tell? Really, you're just going to have to Google search. You can message me pictures of it, and I'll try and help you out. So, alright guys, I'm out of here. Have a good weekend. If I don't talk to you on Wednesday, have a nice Thanksgiving, and we'll resume Wednesday live streaming or Water Change Wednesday the following Wednesday in case I don't make it. And J-Ram says, like this video for plant's sake. Thank you. Appreciate it. Alright guys, see you later.